Good morning to everyone. This is Dr. Polaiah, working as a professor in the Department of IT, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. I'm very happy to share today our VLRV video on the topic of region-based segmentation. The region-based segmentation is one of the technique under the segmentation. As we are all aware about segmentation, which we discussed in earlier, and now we'll go to have in detail about the part of segmentation which we called as region-based segmentation. So what does it mean, region-based segmentation? How this can be called one type of approach under the segmentation. So we'll go one by one now towards understand this approach. So this approach consists of partitioning an image into regions that are similar according to certain set of criteria. The region-based segmentation technique involves an algorithm making segments by dividing an image into various components that have similar pixel characteristics. This technique search for small or big chunks in an input image for segmentation purposes. So it is you are concentrating mainly either and more pixel to the selected chunks for further diminish chunks points into smaller segments and merge them with other smaller chunk points. So this is what we have to understand. So for example, let me take about this image, which is we can say two or more basic techniques based on this method. The region growing and region merging and splitting is the main part. So you can see here such a Lena image input. If you go to segmentation image Lena, so it is mixed with other colors. It is merged with other parts. So something like achievement only. So based on this simple definition, we'll classify this segmentation into there are three parts. So among those, we are concentrating region-based techniques, which the more more advantages compare with edge-based techniques and threshold techniques. So the advantage here is better for noisy images where edges are hard to identify, and the disadvantages speed point must be specified. Different speed points may give different outputs. So the comparison in between these are one of the major important. So we extended that comparison for the sake of classified into such a segmentation in terms of discontinuity that we called segmentation methods based on discontinuity, the segmentation methods based on similarity. So if you consider based on the discontinuities, we are going to be concentrate edge-based segmentation, or if we concentration the segmentation method based on similarity is which we are concentrating right now called as region-based segmentation. So based on that region-based segmentation, which we classified as a group of connected pixels exhibiting similar properties, that similarity between pixels can be in terms of intensity, colors, etc. This type of segmentation, some predefined rules are present which have to be obeyed by a pixel in order to be classified into similar pixel regions. The region-based segmentation methods are performed over edge-based segmentation methods. In this case of noisy image, the region-based segment techniques are further classified into two types based on the approaches they have to follow. Number one, region growing method. Number two, region splitting and merging method under this region-based segmentation. Where this region growing technique is as a part of one of the type of region-based technique. In this case, the region growing method, we concentrate with some pixels as the speed pixel and then check the adjacent pixels. If the adjacent pixels abide by the predefined rules, then that pixel is added to the regions of the speed pixel, and the following process continues till there are no similarity left. So this method follows the bottom up approach. In case of a region growing, the preferred rule can be set as a threshold. So for example, consider a speed pixel of 2 in the given image and a threshold value of 3. If you a pixel have a pixel has a value greater than 3, then it will be considered inside the speed pixel regions. So that is what we are consider with region growing technique as one of the best example. Okay, so next coming to the such an example, let we can see with the consideration of in another region. Hence, two regions are formed in this following image based on the threshold value of 3. So let us we take one of the image which we call the original image of the matrices values, which we in the form of what we call in the form of values and pixel value, and that pixel values which we are concentrating in terms of region growing process with fixed of and selected based as of the pixel. We can see here in this pixel 2 is the here the region growing process with the 2 as a the speed pixel, and then we this region based pixel we want to split into the two regions based on threshold value which we are fixed with 2. Then we can say that this fixed this part we called all as one of the region is R1, another part we called as R2. So you split it into two parts. Next, coming to the other technique which under the region based segmentation. So region based splitting and merging technique. In this region splitting, the whole image is first taken as a single region. If the region does not follow the predefined rules, then it is further divided into multiple regions, usually 4 quadrants. So that quadrants here, the predefined rules are carried out on those regions in order to decide whether to further subdivide it or to classify that as a region. The following process continues till there are no further divisions of regions required in terms of every region follows predefined rules. For the region merging technique, so far we are seeing splitting region splitting technique. Now, in region merging technique, we consider every pixel as an individual region. So we select a region as the speed region to check if adjacent regions are similar based on predefined rules. If they are similar, we merge them into a single region and move ahead in order to build the segmented regions of the whole image. But region splitting and region merging are iterative process. Usually, first region splitting is done on an image so as to split an image into maximum regions, and then these regions are merged into in order to form a good segment image of the original image. That is the regions merging technique. So where in case of this region splitting, the following condition must be can be checked in order to decide whether to subdivide a region or not. If the absolute value of the difference of maximum and minimum pixel intensities in region is less than or equal to a threshold value decided by the user, then the region based uh, does not require further splitting. So that is what we had to follow about in case of region splitting. So, for example, let you take original image. How you are splitting into 4 quadrants? Is check it. See, this is only depends upon user based. We are splitting into 4 quadrant. So, the classifying of a 4 quadrant as a region, if it satisfies the condition, then else performing further splitting. You check it. This is the original image. Okay, original image of the pixels, we split it into four quadrants. The four quadrants which we are satisfactory manner we are keeping in the form of your required shaded color. If the segmentation we concentrated on grow regions by recursively including the neighboring pixel that are similar and connected to the speed pixel. We use similarity measures as much as such a as differences in gray levels for regions with homogeneous gray levels. Use connectivity to prevent connecting different parts of the image. There are two variants of region based segmentation. The two variants of region based segmentation, one of that is top to down approach, that we need to define the predefined speed pixel. Either we can define all pixels as speed pixels or randomly chosen pixels grow regions until all pixels in the region in the image belongs to the region. So if you go to the second part of that region based, when we are considering region merging technique, in this technique, we try to combine all the regions that contain the single object and separate it from background. There are many regions merging techniques such as watershed algorithm, split algorithm, merge algorithm, etc. So based on this different many regions merging techniques, there will be concentrated some of the pros. Those are it performs simple threshold calculation based to faster to perform. The region based segmentation also works better when the object and the background have high contrast. Based on these two, we extended some of the knowing limitations about this region based segmentation in aspect of merging. It did not produce any accurate segment results when there are no significant between differences between pixel values of the object and the background. So which we are concentrating on implementation, we will be performing edge and region based segmentation, which is using scikit image model for that and an image from its data set provided. So we also concentrating such a region-based segmentation based on some more which we called clustering-based segmentation. Is the type of unsupervised machine learning algorithm. It is highly used for the segmentation of images, which can be concentrated towards avoid the disadvantages of region-based segmentation. So among that, one of the most dominant clustering-based algorithms used for segment is called k-means clustering. K-means clustering. So this type of clustering can be used to make segments in terms of colored image process only. So k-means clustering, let's use take on a simple process, which is imagine a two-dimensional data set for better visualization. First, in that data set, centroids, nothing but chosen by the user, are first randomly initiated. Then the distance of all the points to all the clusters is calculated, and the point is assigned to the cluster with the least distance. So we extended such a centroids of all the clusters are recalculated by making the mean of that cluster as the centroid. The again that is the again data points are assigned to those clusters, and the process continues till the algorithm converges to a good solution. Usually the algorithm takes a very small number of iterations to coverage to a solution and does not bounce. So this is what we are concentrating about your concentrated region based segmentation, which is under the image segmentation, is one of the image analysis methods used to subdivide an image into its regions and objectives, or objectives depending on the type of shapes and the object is searched for in the image. So image segmentation is an essential first step in most automatic pictorial pattern recognition and scene analysis tasks. So though the applications of image segmentation is number one, inspecting images of electronic boards for missing components or broken connections. So detecting faces, facial features and other objects for surveillance. So detecting certain cellular objects in biomedical image processing. So let we can have such a complete process which we can understand from our segmentation into divided into two of the classification. Among that, reason based segmentation is important. The two are which we not compare with the simple one, but here majorly two types of segmentations are important. One is threshold based segmentation, second one reason based segmentation is are very important. So with this I want to conclude my ELRV on today discussion, which is very important discussion, as we called as region based segmentation. So you need to understand such a concept further with some simple program. You can refer this what we called the first reference book, which is a prescribed textbook as per our syllabus. You can refer and write some coding which we can understand segmentation process, because every application, every different what we call different application, in the sense interdisciplinary applications or discipline multidisciplinary application point of view, we applied this region based segmentation. So I hope you understood the complete concept which we discussed through this ELRB, and you can. I am encouraging each and everyone who are patiently listened about this topic can refer these references also. I am very thankful. Thank you so much. I am stopping here. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.